What's up, guys? This is Hit You Good, your favorite all-American freedom-loving gamer, and today we're going over some rather interesting news that Activision has so far tried their best to keep in the dark. Former executive producer of Activision that now works at Ubisoft, Mark Rubin, has gone on the record on Twitter at the behest of Activision Studios. As you know, I am an ardent opponent of the smarmy, dishonest, and predatory implementation of skill-based matchmaking, and just recently Timthetatman took to both Twitter and YouTube declaring that he would not be streaming Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer, only focusing on Warzone instead, which I'm pretty sure has the same amount of skill-based matchmaking. I'm not really sure. I guess nobody has the actual official numbers on it, but maybe the fun factor is just worth it to him, and I would tend to agree so. But hey, either way, kudos to any large content creators such as Tim taking a stand against Activision and their money-grubbing practices. Now, as for former executive producer Mark Rubin, he has also made a stand against this nightmare. Even though he seems to be wearing a face diaper, I can only hope that he and his wife enjoy copious amounts of roleplay together at home playing cops and robbers. But, I don't know, he does live in San Francisco, so it might be a face diaper, but if I were in his position, it'd probably be just a deterrent from the rancid smell of a left-to-strand city and the fecal matter piling up outside his house on the sidewalk. But hey, even a broken clock is right 2 times a day, am I right? Anyways, Rubin does knock it out of the park with this statement. He says, "I am not a fan of skill-based matchmaking. I don't like how it treats players. When I was at Infinity Ward making Call of Duty, you could see it being pushed from us from the top. I left and am now making a new first-person shooter without skill-based matchmaking. Ranked is where that belongs. I think it will be a better experience for players." And he is so right. So, while Activision has refused to even acknowledge that skill-based matchmaking is in the game, of course, it takes a former employee to officially blow the lid off. Now, you may remember that the closest executives ever got to saying the quiet part out loud was a few weeks ago when they tweeted that they would try, quote-unquote try, to reduce the chances of lobbies disbanding after matches, which is really kind of a nothing sandwich until we get some data, until they show us something, how the skill-based matchmaking algorithm works. But of course, they're never going to do that whatsoever. They can't afford to have the public see this, right? So Rubin went on to say as well, he said, "You should be in a match that has players better than you and worse than you." Wow, what a novel idea. "The experience is more varied as long as the team balancing is fair and you still have a chance to win your match. And you get to see yourself get better over time," which is exactly what I've been saying. You get rewarded for putting your time in. You don't get penalized for putting time in and getting better at the game. You get rewarded as it should be in everything. In every matter of life, you should be rewarded for working harder. As a matter of fact, in this video right here, I describe why skill-based matchmaking is actually creating a welfare class in Call of Duty. And much like real life, what a surprise! It does nothing to help those under its implementation. It only lines the pockets of both politicians and executives at Activision. So, instead of pushing this video any longer than it really has to go, click the box right here to see my skill-based matchmaking welfare state video right now. Other than that, happy gaming, God bless, Hit You Good out.